Namaste children. How are you all? I hope you're all enjoying. How is the day today? Please look outside and say how is the day? Is it rainy? Sunny? Whatever it may be. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, dear children. What are the words that come to your mind when you hear the word beauty? Think on it. What are the words that come to your mind when you hear the word beauty? ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಪದ ಕೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದಾದಂಥ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂಗತಿಗಳು ಯಾವುದು, ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬರ್ತವೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ? ಆರ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ. Beauty around us. Look at this image. How is it? You have to explain. You have to explain there, from there. I hope you are getting some words when you see this image. I'll show you some other images also. Okay, look at this image once again. Wow, it's beautiful, isn't it? One more image. What you can see here, it's not so familiar to coastal Karnataka, but still you will get, I'm certain you will get some words about beauty. Okay, wow, how nice this image is. Mountain ranges, how it looks. Okay, there is a poem in your class written by Louise Abita, also known as E. Yeshua. She was a South American author, poet, and educator. She was born and raised in New Mexico, United States of America. Her poems make readers look at things from a completely different viewpoint. Okay, poem Beauty by E. A. Shua. Let me read the poem. You also try to read from your side. Shall we start? That's good. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Stanza 2. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in earnest. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in earnest. Beauty is in yourself. Wow. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. It's very nice. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. Okay, think. What do you think about this poem? What is this poem about? Can you tell me what is this poem about? Okay, let us go for some explanation part of this poem. Stanza 1. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working, dancing for their harvest. Where can we find beauty? Beauty is everywhere in different forms, different shapes, different types. How is it? It may be in the form of sunlight, or it may be the trees, or birds, or people harvesting. So beauty is seen in the sunlight, trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. These are all beautiful things. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling. Wow. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing. What do you mean by sighing? To let out of one's breath loudly as if from being very tired and weary. Sighing. See, I am sighing now. Sigh. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling. Beauty appeals to our senses. Senses means ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳು. For example, it is heard during the night in the sound of the wind breathing and sighing as it blows. Wind breathing. Wow. What an imagery here. See, these are called figure of speech that we discuss in coming classes. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in earnest. We can see and hear beauty. So far we knew that we can see the beauty, but can we hear also? Hearing means ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಆಸ್ವಾದಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗ್ತದ? ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ದಿನ. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿ, ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? Possible. Poet says so. For example, when we watch and listen to a singer sing with real sincerity and complete focus. Wow, correct. ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಣ್ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೇಳೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಆನಂದಪ್ಪ. ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಾ. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗೂ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಗುಡ್ ಡೀಡ್ಸ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ದೆಮ್ಸೆಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇವನ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಿದಿನ್. ವಿದಿನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್, ವಿದಿನ್. ಔಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್, ವಿದಿನ್. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಗುಡ್ ಡೀಡ್ಸ್, ವೆನ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್. ಬಹಳ ಮೆಮೊರೇಬಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಕನಸಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಡೀಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್, ಟಾಸ್ಕ್. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಿದಿನ್. ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಡೂ ಗುಡ್ ಡೀಡ್ಸ್, when we think happy thoughts that repeat in our dreams, when we rest satisfied that we have done our best. ನಾವು ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ತೃಪ್ತಿಕರವಾದಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ we recall all these things. That is beautiful. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, means beauty is seen everywhere in different forms. How? The trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. So beauty is everywhere in different forms. In the form of sunlight, the form of trees, birds, people harvesting. Take crops. Beauty is heard in the sunlight, wind sighing, rain falling. Beauty appeals to our senses. For example, it is heard during the night in the sound of wind breathing and sighing as it blows. Just recalling our point, just what we learned so far. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in earnest. You can see and hear beauty. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ, good deeds. Happy thoughts, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಕೂಡ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams. ಅವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಕನಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. In your work and even in your rest. Beauty also exists within. ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಇದೆ. When we think happy thoughts that repeat in our dreams. When we rest satisfied that we have done something good, our best. Okay, there is beauty all around us. Totally we can come to a conclusion that beauty is everywhere. There is beauty in nature. There is beauty in people as well. Beauty is in not only during the day, but also during the night as the wind sighs and the rain falls. Beautiful. Beauty can appeal to our senses. It is seen, it is felt. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬೋದು. We can feel it. We can smell it. Wow. How beauty can be smelled? It's very interesting. sometimes nice dishes, flowers, okay, etc., etc. I will not reveal all those things. You have to think some examples. As well as heard, ಜಲಪಾತದ ಶಬ್ದ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಗಾಳಿ ಗುಡುತ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಶಬ್ದ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಗಲಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರಾತ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು. These are all beautiful things nature has provided us. There is beauty within us as we do good deeds and think happy thoughts. There is beauty both in being busy and in resting. ಬಹಳ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. You can find beauty in both cases. Contradictory. Do you agree or disagree with the poet's view of beauty? Quote lines to support. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪೋಯೆಟ್ನ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಯ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಅದರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಲೈನನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. Beauty can appeal to all our senses. This you can get from the poem. Think and share examples for each. Beauty can appeal to all our senses. ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಾ? Can you give some examples? Okay, beauty can be seen both on the outside and within us. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್. ಅದು ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಚಂದದ ಚಿತ್ರ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, ಹೂ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಹೌ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕೂಡ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತಾ? ಡು ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್? ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೀನ್? ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಅದೇನು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್, ಕಾಂಪ್ರಿಹೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಶೋಸ್ ವೆದರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದ ಪೋಯಮ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, we can check whether you know how to form sentences in English. Shall we start one by one? Okay. What makes sunlight beautiful? Describe in 2 or 3 sentences. Think. Give examples where the poet sees beauty in nature. This we have already seen and discussed. We can hear beauty. ಸೌಂದರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಬಹುದಂತೆ. Give 2 to 3 examples from the poem. ಪೋಯಮ್ನಿಂದ ಒಂದು 2-3 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಪಿಕ್ ದ ಲೈನ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್. ರೀಡ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಾ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಪೋಯೆಟ್, ವೇರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್? ಎಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ಬೋದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ? ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ವೊಕ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್? ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್. ಯೂಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್. These are all vocabulary parts. If you know the meaning and if you know how to frame sentences by using these words, it will be helpful in coming years to speak better English. Okay, earnest, deeds. Okay, first question, what makes sunlight beautiful? Describe in 2 to 3 sentences. The golden rays of the sun is beautiful in color. Sample answer is given, but you can write your own answer, no problem. Your teacher will guide you to write better answer. Sunlight helps plants grow and makes us feel warm. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ನೋಡಿ, ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೋ, ಗಿಡಗಳು ಬೆಳಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೋ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ ವಾರ್ಮ್. ನಾವು ಬೆಚ್ಚಗಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಯಾರು? ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ದ ಸನ್ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಸ್, ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಸೂರ್ಯ ರಜೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು? ನನಗಿವತ್ತು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು? ಥಿಂಕ್ ಓವರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಓಕೆ, see this picture. What are the words you can recall by seeing this picture? What actually you can see in this picture? The golden rays of the sun is beautiful in color. Sunlight helps plants grow and makes us feel warm. If the sun did not rise, the world would be a cold and dark place. Give examples of where the poet sees beauty in nature. The poet sees beauty in sunlight, trees, birds, corn growing in the field. Okay, one more picture. Look at this picture. Wow, it's how nice it is, too contrasting. One is lush green and golden yellow. Very nice. The poet sees beauty in sunlight, trees, birds, corn growing in the fields. Corn growing in the fields. You can see in this image. We can also hear beauty. Give 2 or 3 examples from the poem. We can hear beauty in the sound of tools as people harvest their crops of corn, in the wind sighing in the night, and in the sound of the rain falling on the ground. There is beauty too in the singer chanting. See one more picture. Okay, just see this. We can also hear beauty. Give 2 or 3 examples from this. We can hear beauty in the sound of tools as people harvest their crops of corn, the wind sighing in the night, and in the sound of the rain falling on the ground. There is beauty too in the singer chanting. Read the last stanza. According to the poet, where else beauty to be found? There is beauty within human being as well. When someone does good deeds, think happy thoughts, works hard and is able to balance life well, that person can be said to be beautiful. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸುಂದರ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾನೆ. ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವವನು ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸುಂದರ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಚಂದದಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವವನು ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸುಂದರವಾದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾನೆ ಕವಿಗೆ. ಹೌ ನೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. Read the last stanza. According to the poet, where else is beauty to be found? Okay. There is beauty within human beings as well. When someone does good deeds, thinks happy thoughts, works hard, and is able to balance life well, that person can be said to be beautiful. Okay, use the following vocabulary words in sentences: harvest, chanting, earnest, deeds. Okay, we have given some sample sentences here. You can do your own later. The farmers were very happy with the rice harvest. Rice harvest. Bhattada bele. The group was chanting the Gayatri Mantra. You must be knowing about Gayatri Mantra. The boy worked in earnest during the exams. The woman was rewarded for the good deeds, good work to help the poor people. Okay, dear children, we shall learn more about true beauty in the coming class. Thank you. I'll come back to you soon with one more chapter, with one more exercise.